One by one, the dominoes fall, but not ours, because we're keeping it. I'm gonna play some Dome Keeper. It's been a little while, haven't gotten to it in a while, but figured we'd mess around with it, see what happens. A little bit more on the Prestige mode. Done some Prestige runs in the past, haven't uploaded a lot of them. Just overall not the best content, but you know, it's fun. I was checking out the news recently and saw that there was going to be an assessor rework. Sounds super exciting. I can't wait to spam the heck out of that hero because I do think that whatever they call it, the class or keeper, I guess it would be, is just very compelling, especially when it's less clunky and more potent. So I think there will be a lot of potential based on what I saw there. But for now, we're just going to keep it going with the engineer, get a little bit more time in on that one, and see if we can actually get somewhere in a Prestige. You know, lots of people posting some leaderboard screenshots. I don't have a lot of that going for me, but we got heart, we got power. Yeah, I actually have not been playing for quite a while, so I'm still looking back at a lot of the details and trying to figure out what's what. But right now, yeah, we're just gonna take some time, get back into it, get used to it, find some water, do our thing. No big deal. A little bit like that, a little bit of cobalt. It's looking good. It's looking good. Not perfect. We'd love to get a little bit more iron, but we can dig a little bit more before we come up for air for the good. For the good? For good? I don't know. We're digging. We're having a good time. We did find a little bit. Nice. It's going to be a little slow. We're going to hear some beeps. We're going to maybe take a little dome damage. But getting all 4 of these up is pretty important in my mind. I guess I only needed 3 technically, but it looks like we're here right on time. The invasion's starting here just in a second. No big deal. So we're going to go carry capacity here, as is tradition, and then we'll just kind of hang out, see how much time we actually have, just to get a read on it for the future. Hope you all are doing alright tonight. Wasn't even sure if I was going to record this or just play, because I do enjoy just kind of chilling out and playing, but figured might as well do a little chit-chat in the meantime. And who knows, it might end up being a decent run. Boom. Been doing plenty of more stressful stuff, playing out XCOM. Fun game, but you gotta worry about a lot. You gotta think about a lot. You always feel like you're missing something. And also it's just like, it's a game that, the problem I've had with turn-based in general is that it's always at your pace, and so you always feel like you're the one holding yourself back or slowing yourself down. You feel like, oh, if I could just machine brain all of this and just figure out the right answer immediately, then I wouldn't have to worry about anything, right? That's not ready yet, but it will be soon. So yeah, I feel like it's like, oh, even if you're finding the literally perfect move, your regret then is, oh, I could have figured this out like 10 minutes ago. Or I could have figured this out in the first 30 seconds and moved on and kept things rolling. And so you're constantly kind of pushing yourself as, like, especially when you're doing content for it, to like think faster, do better. And so you're either not looking at your clock is what you're doing. But yeah, you're either pushing yourself in a position where you're making mistakes because you're trying to speed up your decision making, or you're making pretty decent decisions but you're taking forever, or you're failing on both fronts, which is obviously worse. But yeah, we'll taking some hits here. We'll do the higher level laser to compensate for it. I think that's fair. We could do jetpack and monitor though, and I think that's decent as well. Jetpack, inventory, and I was gonna say jetpack, but I actually think delay 1 is decent since we do have our timer up, and we know that. So maybe we leave the jetpack out of it for a little bit. See what we can do with the extra time on the clock. In the meantime, we got a little guy to slay. Turn it over to him. Take one more hit here. Not ideal. Take this much damage early on, but again, we're kind of chilling. Not too stressing. If we only get like a dozen waves in and suddenly are falling apart, that's just, part of the game. It's alright. Not that good, not that bad. We're just here to dig some trenches and see if we can get some points on the board. Most likely not. Most of these end a little prematurely, but that's practice. We'll see what happens with it. Yeah, they did note that, like, just like I saw on the leaderboards, just assessor is the one variable that's simply absent. You even see orchard more than you see assessor, since you see it 0. So yeah, they were like, okay, this needs to change. It's either not fun or not good or both. I think it has potential, but numerically I would say it's still harder to accomplish the same thing that you would with the engineer. So Engie is too OP. Alright, I'm not liking the situation we're in. At least it cleared up the brick a little bit, but yeah, I feel like we're gonna find ourselves in an awkward trench here in a sec. They showed all the, like, the different upgrade paths, and I'm curious which one I want to try the most, because they all seem like they have their own place. Then it just comes down to which one has the impact, which one fits your style. Alright, we got some stuff to crunch. This should give us health bar, and therefore armor. Oh wait, yeah, we're on shield. We're on the laser dome, so we get armor out of this. And it seems like a good option, because we can do jetpack, health, armor. I feel pretty good about ourselves. And honestly, that damage I've taken is not that big. I did kind of forget that you can upgrade, that you can set stuff up. I think it's not that big of a deal if I hang on to it for a bit, in case I actually want this. I think our goal is to stabilize and either leave the planet or get such a good amount of resource per round that I can extend the round significantly. But we will see. Alright, we should be seeing more than just this one enemy, but maybe not. Maybe it's just that easy. I heard something about Prestige being like logarithmic difficulty instead of like coefficient increase. If that's the case, that's a little scary, how rapidly it can turn against you. You have to have the big guns out pretty early on. I mean, as we've seen, once you get to kind of critical mass of weapon upgrades, you can handle a lot. I'd say almost anything, but obviously that's not true. Still, we are working without a gadget, and that doesn't feel the best. A little too much. We'll carry up what we can. Leave a few behind. Not a big deal. What was that beeping sound? I'm not even too sure. Oh. Oh, I guess I left one hooked underneath, and I just literally didn't pay attention. It's all good. It's all good. I think we're gonna dig a little deeper. Drill a little harder. Let's see, what do we have? This costs 2 water, which we do not have. So even if we wanted to upgrade our repel, it's not gonna work out for us. But yeah, I think, do we not laser upgrade? It's so easy right now, and it's going to get so much harder so quickly. I'll do the 1 drill upgrade, and then I'm going to start pumping defense a lot more to make sure that that's not a blind spot. Because I've seen how quickly enemies can get out of hand here. But I think not getting level 2 drill would be a pretty big economical mistake. And so far it's manageable. A couple hits there, couple hits here. Making it work. Spraying some gas. And we get the extra time to use that drill, right? With the repellent. So, in theory, it's the best time to get an economical upgrade of some sort or another. There we go, that's what we're looking for. And a little cobalt. Just the 1, but that's okay. Wow. Whole lot over here. Suddenly we're rolling in water. Go ahead and drop a couple off though. Don't want to stress our guy out too much. So no big upgrades coming with this necessarily. You need a lot of iron to basically upgrade anything. But, you know, we'll see what we get as in terms of gadget. And even baseline. I was going to say even baseline, most of these are pretty good, but these I might question a bit. I think prospecting meter is interesting. It only really shows iron value though. I don't know, if I use it effectively, I think it's could be good. Let's just check out. I know I can't afford anything, but what it actually costs. So increasing the range is great. Going up to 8 tiles is huge. So 2 and 2 for that. And then of course Cobalt and Water can be super value, but also super costly. I don't think this is that important. Obviously, makes it super strong, but I would only use that if I have an excess of water. And this just seems kind of almost too much range. It kind of doesn't narrow things down nearly as much as you want. But just seeing some early iron will, I think, help us. Not as much as a gadget that actually does something kind of by itself, but, you know, I don't mind it. I'll just have to keep my eye on it since I've not been staring too closely at the corner most recently. So we have some nearby, probably above us a bit, and it looks like we're going the wrong direction, so we'll try back over here. There we are. Nice little bit, but we now notice that we are tunnel visioning just a little bit. Literal tunnel vision down here in the depths. Might as well bring this in as we note that we are taking some pain, and that's entirely our fault. You stare at one bar, you miss paying attention to another. Do we upgrade? Do we chill? Like I said, this is where I'd be like, okay, yeah, I can just get the +2. Actually. It's a bit excessive, isn't it? I'm curious. I've never really tied into this. This is more experimental than anything, just me trying it out. It's like, okay, it's only 2 water here. So I spent 4 water, 2 iron, and suddenly I've got a really good tool for finding iron at the very least. But first we've got to survive that long, so we'll hit on the right. Probably hit the wisps as they come over. Might be a little too slow for that. Yeah, we're going to take a lot of damage here. Really, no matter what targeting order we take, we're going to take some damage. Unfortunate. We'll get there. Pop, 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 pop. Alrighty. Down in the deep. Alright. I'm gonna trust this meter to guide me a bit. Just dig down. 8 to my left, 8 to my right. So let's just see how good this meter is. Just go to the right and see how quickly it picks up this iron. Oh, look at that. I can see it from over here, guys. That's pretty sick. Alright, as soon as this is gone, it should update and tell me, yep, nothing else over here. So, yeah, we should be able to just kind of tunnel some iron. It kind of pays for itself in its own right. I mean, we literally only spent 2 and 4 on this, and it's already like, alright, feels good. Get a laser upgrade, move on. Or carrying capacity upgrades, since we're maybe going to have a lot more to work with, and we're going pretty slow right now. Well, we'll see. Right now I don't need the carry capacity, and most likely will need something else. I don't even think I have time to really go that direction, so let's just go back on up. Yeah, so our options are damage, health is not bad in this state. Yeah, it's still level 1 laser. We gotta go for that. We've greeded a little too much. Left. Little wispy wisp, little bubbles. A lot easier to handle when we're not at level 0. And nice easy wave for us. Can we stop the wisp? Oh, he got 1 shot. That's okay. Not bad, not bad at all. Alright, so we're going to be missing a lot of cobalt if we just dig for iron. But at the end of the day, then we can just get the cobalt scanner and then be happy. So, bring these guys back. Nothing nearby. And we know it's got a lot of range. So we really can dig past most of this stuff. Just find a good horizontal and just punch through that. And we'll find what we're looking for in no time. Most likely above us, as I don't think we covered all the iron in the green biome. So let's try that. And yeah, you can see it's right there. Speaking of. Yeah, how long would it have taken us to find this? How many holes would we have to dig to be consistently looking in this kind of an area? I just think it actually does have some value. Pink, pink, slow. I already got the laser 1, so we'll go ahead and definitely get carry capacity here. That being said, I think I need 6 for that. I should have dropped a water. Oh, is what it is. Move along. Double check. Oh, 8. Yeah, not even close. Never mind. Doesn't matter either way. How fast can we go? Okay, there's iron nearby as well. Gotta keep that in mind for later. We'll finish up what we actually see, rather than digging random holes. But that's gonna be carry capacity. And that will help us quite a bit. Actually, if the mission hadn't just started, I would actually be considering going for the slow debilitate. It's really strong, but the battle already started. We'll go for carry strength, and then we'll definitely consider laser and debilitate, and etc. For now, to battle. Nice and easy with the bubbles. Lots of Craigs on the right. We'll definitely get some hits in here as they kind of stack up. And I have to decide when I'm going to turn. It's actually kind of tough. It's a tough call. I'm going to have to go here. Otherwise we're going to take a lot of bubble damage. Disadvantage of the slow laser turn. So we're going to be taking more damage than we otherwise would and be at pretty low health. Which nobody likes. Nobody likes that. But we do like that we can just put a water... Oh, we need an upgrade for that. So we'll have to consider that. I like the idea of getting auto repair so that I can save my carbon and squeeze out every bit of value out of them. But yeah, I guess I should have gone top left, shouldn't I have? I already explored down here for the most part. But there's gadgets and stuff to find. There's lots of good stuff down here. I can always default back up there, and it looks like we're already picking up some iron and on our way right to it. Beelining for this iron that is just an inch away. Beautiful. Just gotta read the meter. We got the carry capacity, not for all of this, I think, but for a good amount of it. And that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. You know, I'm not minding these early upgrades on this probe, or whatever it's called, sensor. Yeah, the probe is a bit different. Probe kind of seems like maybe if I'm like well practiced with it, it'll have high value, but as a general rule, it doesn't feel that great. Alright, so we want health or laser turn. We want health, because we need that cobalt to matter. So let's do that. I think my goal is to actually go out and try to get one more iron right now. Debilitated, or the... Yeah, we'll find it. We'll find it. We're not going to find it. Run away. Too late. Okay, so debilitate's not available, level 0's not available, but we can go for delay 2. And that's too expensive. In theory it's good, but I really don't know. I just don't know. Cobalt mine? Cobalt meter? Could try it. Don't want to skip all that cobalt just because we're mining in a different path. That's the thing, is like once you get a couple of these upgrades, I feel like the others are kind of mandatory because you really need to optimize. You don't want to like just have a route that skips all the single nodes, all the cobalt, all the water. So it feels like once you're going for like really good iron scouting and you're saving yourself a lot of digging time, you actually still need a lot of water. So, or you'd need to commit to the other upgrades to make sure you get a good amount of water, a good amount of cobalt. Yuck. Alright, so it does see some nearby. Down a little bit, I imagine. Yeah, there we go. Triangulation. Constantly using a little Pythagorean's theorem at the back of our head. That's how you do it. Anything we want? I don't think so. We could have gotten jetpack, but not really a high priority for me. I feel like I need some other upgrades first. Alright, what are we seeing? Cobalt nearby? Keep an eye on the prize. Up a bit, looks like. No, down. Oh, we missed it? Alright, down below here. Yeah, you could tell that we were kind of past it because the bar wasn't going up as fast as we were going that direction. I keep on wanting to dig through these black spots, but I actually don't need to. That's not the thing here. Well, obviously there's iron here, but there's also iron nearby. Let's just grab what we have, and we will keep in mind that we are very close to some action down bottom. Is this dangerous? Probably, but we're going to grab what we can while we're down here. We do have enough for the armor upgrade. I don't think it's a good idea, though, unless we... Yeah, even if we got the health upgrade, we still have a bad laser, so... I feel like we're too far behind to get the armor upgrade right now. Especially with the position we just put ourselves in. So what's this point thing looking like? We're at 12 on the coefficient. We haven't really earned much. Still going to try just to, at the very least, get the 30 and 2, which we're not far from. But yeah, let's go laser. Little laser, and then we can do debilitate for next round. I think it's been too long for us to not get it. We could do delay too, but it won't even help until later. What's this? 0.32 to 0.4. Debilitate. Really good. Really strong ability. Let's go. I'm just going to bubble it up for right now and hit the goal when it comes back around. There we go. Oh, slinger. Haven't seen those in a while. Gonna eat one rock and then hopefully be clear from there. Wow, that's 1 health. That's 1 HP. Maybe I should buy my armor upgrade real quick. That'd be smart, right? It will mitigate damage. That little tiny pip of health you see will be amplified in its effective health dramatically. Alright. Down, down we go. Okay, where do we think this is? Showed up early, so I think it's up a bit. Yeah, up here, most likely. Did I pass it? No, I couldn't have. It's just not where I thought it was. Right there. Pretty close. Just not quite. Probably need to gadget hunt a bit if we're gonna make this run worthwhile. Do like the iron though. Makes me feel strong carrying all this iron. Go jetpack, go. It's a good thing you don't run out of jetpack fuel. That would suck. Not much left to do down here. If I wanted to hunt for a little water, a little gadget, that'd be cool, but we're too close to the action. Just gotta go. Alright, so we have laser 1. We can go for laser 2, or we can go for the health upgrade. Both are reasonable. I think the health upgrade is what I want to go for now, because it delays how much cobalt I'm going to end up spending. I could even consider going for the armor with this much health, but it feels like I'm pushing my luck quite a bit. I might just straight up die in 2 turns if I'm not like pristine on how I answer the problems I'm facing. So let's see. You gotta remember I have no shield. No shield at all. Oh wait, it's not armor. No, yeah, it is, because I'm a laser. I keep on thinking on the sword dome, and I would get the sword dome red upgrade, but oh, I didn't use a debilitate. Is that new for me this time around? Well, either way, we got this one crushed. We move on. Spread a little joy to those nearby, repelling them. So there's like water and gadgets and stuff we kind of have to hunt for a little bit, despite our massive range of sight for the other resources. Yeah, that's the drawback, is like even if I'm seeing perfect vision on one resource, I feel like I'm passing up some other ones that are super important too. And that doesn't feel great. Some cobalt to the southeast it looks like. No, we're past it. There we go. Where the heck is this thing? That's another thing, is the bar doesn't increase in size. Oh, it just went off. Yeah, I just gotta get better at reading it, but because the bar doesn't increase in size, it's hard to make out like the difference between like a 85% bar and like a 95% bar. So you can be like really close to it and not be sure. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Good timing too. If we can make it out. Alright, just a little up here, and yeah, we did it. Navigation skills. Hope you all are having a good night tonight. Kicking back, enjoying the soundtrack. I often think I talk a little bit too much in these videos, at least compared to some. But it's just a style. Let's go teleporter. Let's try to bring these nodes up a nice clean way. Blast mining isn't really that conducive to the scanning route that we've been going either. We're lacking water a little bit. I'm thinking damage reduction could be dangerous, but it could be necessary as well. I do have that full health upgrade, so this heal should be pretty good. Let's see the heal first. Yeah, that's a nice heal. I'm gonna go for it. Hopefully we find what we need. And if not, we're gonna die in like 3 turns, but yeah, we'll do our best. So, pretty soon it'll be time to debilitate, right when that rock comes out. Or a little bit before it. And then we can turn our attention to the left. I think I hit this goal, yep. And then finish this guy off, and then hit the next rock, and we're great. We're golden. Hit me. There it is. And we got him. Under control. Slinging away this fellow. Not today. Now we got our little teleporter. We can upgrade that to be a resource sender. We just need a little action on the water side. Which we're not going to see naturally, so it might, at least when we're have the drill upgrade all the way on a certain biome, I might as well go for it. Going into deeper biomes really only helps for finding more iron. I think the water and cobalt is about as frequent. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think going too deep, especially if it slows down your drill speed, is going to be a big improvement for finding water, which is now our goal. Water, gadgets, stuff like that. Got a little iron nearby, won't hurt. I don't have the teleporter upgrade yet to make it so that it can send stuff over for us, so we're probably just leaving with this. Is our speed enough? I think it is. It will take a long time, but I think we can manage squeezing through this distance here. Yeah, we're a little slow. I'll drop one. That's what I tend to do. I'm pretty sure it's good, and then we'll be like just a little bit off. In this case, actually a decent bit off, considering we just used all our cobalt. Oh boy. It's just like a personal trait of mine, is that I'm always like, I'll be on time, and then I'll be like 100% be at minimum like 8 minutes late to something, even if it's just down the road. Perception is weird. Let's go laser. I've been feeling this level 1's a little bad for what we need, so let's just die. Let's just die. You know what? That's okay. We're hanging out. We're getting 1 point per turn. It's all good. We try one more round. It's only been 30 minutes. Nice chill time tonight, just kind of hanging out. Keeping some domes, or not keeping, as the case may be. But it's not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just trying to get a little practice and, you know, push the limits a little bit, try some new things. I like trying the new gadget. I felt like even though none of those gadgets that I got were the ones that I'm like happiest with, I'm still like feeling like I got some decent value out of them, which is great. That's what I want to do, is just find a way to make the most of sometimes what can be a suboptimal situation. Sometimes you just need to Bob Ross it a bit. No shame, no regrets, just moving and grooving. Playing your own game. Put a lot on ourselves as like metrics of success. Do this, do that. Figure this out. Create these opportunities for yourself. Sometimes you just gotta be like okay with what you got. It's not that big a deal, you know? Little iron. Treat us before we need to head back up. Not a great haul, but we saved a little from our last one, so it should be fine. Open this up a bit. So we plan to use it plenty more. There you are. Our first catch of the day. So we got carry capacity. We'll go ahead and get our scanner too. And then we'll turn it over to the Craig. The Craig. No big deal, no big deal. I think we could relic hunt a bit. Just kind of cover the sides a little bit. It's the end of April. Technically, I think Drillbert's mom is still around, but I don't think she shows up in Prestige in particular. That would kind of break the whole system of points, so I think it's a good call. If she only gave like one extra Drillbert, I don't think it'd be that big of a deal, but yeah, let's just take it all. Rather not head back this way if I don't need to. Technically, oh yeah, if I hadn't dug that one hole, I could do the little rolly trick, but I'll just do a nice slow climb. That way we can explore to the left a little bit more. No big, no big. Alrighty. So we don't get our inventory for a bit, unfortunately, because we are going to want to upgrade the slowing, or the delay a little bit. I really don't know if this impact is that great. I think it depends on the other gadgets, assuming that it doesn't, if it delays the wave of the next monsters and doesn't delay the other, like, resource converters and blast miners and stuff like that, I think it's pretty nice. But you never know. You never know when a Craig is going to show up. Try to make something happen. I think this is one of the first times I've seen this color scheme on the Prestige map, though, so that's kind of cool. A little different. Alright, we'll stay in kind of the juicier zone for a bit. Get rewarded with a little iron. A lot of iron. Not bad at all. For the bottom of the first layer, that's actually quite solid of a haul. Don't mind that one bit. Actually, I do mind it. Little penguin dude. The true dome keeper. Ah, that's a tough one. I think we go for it. I think it's a little greedy, but I think it'll help. I think we can do a lot with that. And we got plenty of time, thanks to the debilitate. Let's make use of the drill. Couple alternate routes here. I think if it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be down in this kind of area. There we we're going to be a little slow if we try to grab everything, though. So we will leave it. I'm sure we'll pass by it again sometime. Heck, we're going to be slow as it is. But that's okay. You know me, I'm not afraid to be a little late. Such is my doom. I've seen the Spire do some work. I think it actually is better on this laser than the sword, as contrary as that may seem, because we're low reflector. So I think there could be a lot of good value out of it. Just gives me some extra health, effective health, on stuff that I would normally not be able to take in. I don't mind it. Try it out. I do think that teleporter is, you know, like a poor man's lift. It's good, but it's not like great. And you always want to try new things, right? So we'll try to kill off these guys one bit at a time. Our Spire's charging up, so I guess we'll leave that to the Spire. He'll block 2 of those shots. Just 1. A little disappointing, sir. Just a little. It's alright, though. We'll figure it out. We'll get a health bar next time for all those dome stressors. Worried about us finding all the stuff we need. Can get jetpack off of this if we want. I don't see why we wouldn't. Laser upgrade is nice too, but oh, a little early on that. And health bar. Look at that, guys. It's fine. A few cracks in the rim, not a big deal. The dome is meant to take a few hits. It's designed that way. This is chunky, chunky earth, but does reward us with a little water. Grab a little iron. And then just for the fun of it, chunk through a little bit of this stuff before we head back up. Cool. Up. No problem at all. No problem at all. Do we want to upgrade our Spire based on that? 3-3. It's a faster cooldown. Yeah, let's see what value we can get. Yeah, I don't think there's plenty of gadgets that are okay at level 0 without a single upgrade, but I do feel like if you're wanting to give the benefit of the doubt to your first gadget that you haven't played around with much, go ahead and just upgrade a couple times. Actually see what it can do. Otherwise you're just going to write it off forever because its level 0 is kind of bad, which is true for a lot of them. I mean, if you obviously the potential of the lift is pretty tangible, but if you really think about it, if you left your lift at level 0 for the whole game, after a while you'd be like, yeah, this thing's pretty garbage. Even for something as OP as the lift. Because it doesn't keep up with what you need. And that's going to be true for any gadget. So you just gotta find the right balance. Put some resources in, get some value out, see if it's suits what you're looking for. Just a humble engineer on a world that we will never understand. What's next for the Dome Keeper? After the dome is saved, what does he do with that information? Sounds good to me. Carry capacity is not bad either, but we can't neglect the defense. That's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. That is a slow man carrying up not too much at all. Yikes. Very slow indeed. It's good that we didn't venture too far, but it doesn't feel great to carry even this amount. That's not changing anytime soon. It also feels really bad to come up empty-handed, so you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place there. So we upgraded the Spire once. We can go for a little debilitate action would be fine. Could also consider this stuff. A little expensive. Decrease cooldown. Autonomy. No. I'm always here on time. Why would I need autonomy? Alright, we got the debilitate. We like it. We feel it adds some good value. Just won't do this time around since it doesn't come up till the future battle. Another reason to be here on time. Another incentive to make sure you're prioritizing the most important aspect of this game. Timeliness. It's really just a tardiness simulator. Just don't be late. That's it. How do you win at Domekeeper? Just don't be late. Be there on time. Know where you're supposed to be, know when you're supposed to be there. We don't have any, so I'm going to grab one more. And that should make... It will take a long time, but it'll give us our upgrade. We need the 8. We need all 8. I've had plenty of time to count it. I believe that is 8 we are carrying. And it is what we need. Nice and slow. My goodness. Yeah, I do wonder what numbers. It's better to literally just make 2 trips. At the very least, you'd get more iron per minute. Because you could carry like 6 and 6 and get 12. And if that's not a 50% increase in time, then that's more than a 50% increase in value. Or, you know, what have you. But we made it, at the very least. We got here. And that'll give us the carry capacity we need to keep it coming for the future. As we delve deeper into the dome. Alright, Spire, do your job. I'll cover the ground. You can assist with the skies. It'll be great. Gotta remember to use our little slowing effect. Alright. We're just fine. And here I am regretting not picking up a laser upgrade. We handled that clean. Spire or no Spire. Forgot about that one down there. Looking for gadgets. Looking for little ways to upgrade our dome. Make more things happen as we chase down the freckles of the world. Sometimes you just gotta chase freckles. You just gotta look for the easiest little task and get that done. Knock that out. Seize the opportunity to take the easy road once in a while. Stop making things so hard for yourself. No shame in it. Nobody needs to live on hard mode their whole lives, you know? Enjoy what you got. Alright. Feeling pretty good about this. Hoping my mushroom will remain, as we got a decent load we're carrying up. But let's go with it. Oh, good find by accident. By no intentional methodology. And the mushroom persists to the end. Very nice. Upgrades are kind of tough here. Armor is kind of value. We still have like the backup plan of getting this. If I had 6, it'd be pretty straightforward just to get that. Still can't get really any of those upgrades. It does feel like it's just going to be a hold. We'll get the armor. Can always get that if we need it. Yeah, we'll go with this. Spire is going to take care of that gull for me. It's going to be great. Yeah, I do know that all the monster things happen relative... Like, basically this debilitate just slows down the monsters only. Which means that my gadgets like the spire and cannons and lasers and stuff will always contribute the full value. And relative to the slowed down enemies, they're more valuable. Alright, starting to fill our drill strength a little bit when we tap into this kind of tougher stuff. I think we should chase the dots a bit more. But we do kind of happen upon another gadget. And we wonder what it could be. What do we want? I think lift is just still going to be top tier. I think it's going to be hard for them to reduce that one's power, to be honest. Like, if they're trying to balance that out so your runs feel like pretty consistently even. Lift is just, it's good. I mean, they can slow down the orbs all they want and make it take forever to get up there, but at the end of the day, it just feels good to drop it off, and resource converter's kind of supposed to be really good. I mean, it's free resources. My drilling's not too bad. I like Drillbird a lot. You've seen that since episode 1, but I think we'll go this route, and I think there's a lot of potential there. You can get like free cobalt. Not free per se, but you can get cobalt in a very efficient way if you play your cards right. I don't think the one thing is, like, these occur twice as often, but I really don't think I check it that frequently. Like, I feel like it's just going to be sitting there, even if I don't mind the 1 for 3 rather than the +2. I just don't think I'm really continuously there. If I look at it though, I have about 0.45 left. So if I 0.45 now and leave, I think it should be almost ready. Problem is it's almost ready. It's not fully ready. I don't want to just sit here and wait for it to actually be ready. Right? So you look at the bar. I think it's okay. I'm gonna try it. Maybe my numbers are off, but yeah, we'll check it out. Lucky cobalt find. 3 at that. We like that. Makes us feel a lot better about going for that armor upgrade. Now that we don't have to worry about that. This is kind of perfect, being able to carry this up just in time. It's a good haul. It's a real good haul. Not bad at all. We're overdue for this one. Do have a few options though. Debilitate. Delay 2 sounds pretty good to me. Does mean we're sitting on a slow laser for 1 more, but I think it'll be worth. We will see. Alright. Yeah, I think that in terms of like I don't even know how to describe it. I'm trying to think of the D&D term as like not the encounter level, but CR, yeah, combat rating. In terms of CR value, those slingers are pretty high up there on the... Oops, forgot the slinger. Got the iron. Pretty happy with how that all played out. Yeah, I think the slingers actually are more expensive in terms of the army composition value than what they actually contribute. I think they're just rated pretty highly by the system, where it's like, oh yeah, 10, this is worth 3 Craigs or something like that, and realistically they're a lot easier to deal with than that. The rocks can hurt for sure, but they're just manageable. An enemy that you can manage, you can just shoot their projectiles out of the air. Feels like that's a pretty fair enemy. You could take on like a dozen of those if you're smart. Obviously, there's limitations to that, but I think you get what I mean. Ooh, new mushroom for us. So could we just pile ourselves up? I actually want to test how strong this mushroom can be. So what I'm going to do real quick. Just grab it. I guess I'll dig first. I want to see if I can carry just everything. I don't think so. I think there are definitely limits to it, but you know, you never know till you try. Let's see what we can do. Carry. Okay, yeah. Even Mushroom Man can only handle so much. It's cute though. Yeah, drop 1. Be a lot faster. Zoop. 1 more. Come on, bud. There you go. I get stuck in the corners a little bit, but it's not a big deal. We can handle it. Just Wiggle a little left, a little right. And you'll pop them through. Alright. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I wasn't going to be here for the pickup anyway, so 0.45, 0.8, it's all the same. Quite an iron haul, though. It's the iron price we found. It's all good. It's all good. 8 plus 6 feels good. And do we have 5? We do. Yeah, happy with all that. If we had water, we'd probably go differently, but we don't. So, here we be. Where to? A lot of birds in the sky. It's on the side here. So, like, I'm hoping that debilitating could actually allow the spire to do a bit more work, but yeah, I don't know. The spire's not been slaying as much as I'd like. Maybe I just have higher expectations for any gadget, but I like this road. Nice and easy. Little freckle action down south. We like it. We can dig through this for days. We didn't even get the drill upgrade. Wow. We have to keep in mind how long it'll take to get back, because we are deep, deep underground, but it feels pretty value to like be two-tapping down multiple layers. Yeah, I want to start heading back, but I don't mind a little detour. Alright, now it's up. Now it's time. We said it. We knew it would take a little longer than we wanted it to. And here we are. If we have to leave some behind, we just leave it behind. We don't worry about if it gets caught in the corners. But all in all, not that bad. It's a little greedier than we should have been, but it's okay. We already did some health upgrade stuff. A little laser action would be great. Let's bubble. The bubbles are kind of slow as the first enemy. Oh, I guess I could have killed that one. Oh well. Alright, Spire, it's your time to shine. You have debilitated enemies. I got bubbles to worry about. Look at this health bar. Free money. It's not much. 2 per cycle. It's not really that big a deal. Almost makes you wish you had Drillbert. But I'm doing just fine, I think. Do a few vertical columns. Getting a little tight over here. We just want to play the polka dot game. 2 taps, 1 or 2 taps all day. Even this is a little thick for us, but I think there might be something good if we just cut back to the right here in a second. At the very least, it didn't take too long. Leave those there. Pick them up as we come by if we remember. In the end, though, we want to see what we can see. Yeah, this is a little too thick, right? Green is good. Green polka dots in particular, which would be to the left a little bit. Yeah, that's what we want to see. This is going to be a good node. We can't get too greedy here, or we will destroy ourselves, but this is going to be good. One too many. Yep. Especially for this speed, probably too many. Drop 2. That should work. I should get the mushroom next time I come down. It's not the best of positions for how I've dug my trench. I haven't really thought about changing up how I dig to compensate around the mushroom. Maximize its value. As we start getting absolutely obliterated. Alright. If it's 12, we just gotta go laser. It is. Alright. I was gonna think about like other options, but laser is laser. Let's go. Got him. You. And this is super easy. No problem at all. Oh, and I'm literally missing it, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't change how much damage I take, just takes a little bit longer this whole encounter. There we go. Ooh, I have to put this in order for it to allow me to make more. Works out though. Oh yeah, mushroom. Forgot about that. Should help quite a bit. Will not last for the whole round, fortunately, but we found some good stuff this way. We want to make the most of it. I think it's just over here. Yeah. Let's see how much slower we get. Yeah. As much as it doesn't feel that slow because of our speed boost, it also means that we're more of our speed boost, like more of our buff timer is being used hauling too heavy stuff. Instead of like, you know, giving us another run back down or at least into a relevant position. Yeah, I thought it was done. Maybe that's just how its animation works. That's okay. I'm not going too far anyways. A little cobalt at the top, maybe? You never know. Yeah. 3, that's what we like. Alrighty. So we already make the same mistake we made last time. Go for an armor upgrade when we need health. I'm ready. Hope you guys are. Paralysis. I actually don't think I've seen this variant. Let's see here. Stunning. Oh, it reduces the ability duration and makes them 100% slowed. And you can use it twice per battle. Yeah, I did in fact look at this. I just didn't consider it because 70% for 16 seconds is a lot better than, well, 100% for 9 seconds. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like the 60% for 12 seconds is a lot better than the 100% for 4. But then you get into the comparison here, and when it increases its duration and gives you the third charge, this is like the end game. This is super good. Obviously, it's a bit expensive, though. And we have to think about our goal. Isn't our goal just to get to leave the planet? Unlock a new prestige? That's kind of where I'm at, which means that we probably don't go that route. But it's interesting to consider. So what are we doing? We got 12. I was thinking like the health bar is pretty good. But we could make do with what we have. Just drill it up a bit. I wouldn't mind that either. Gotta stay ahead of the curve there. Oopsie. Awkward. I want to stop the rock. I'll just delay the rock throw with the debilitate, slow down the rock with the debilitate, and then crush the rock and kill the warlock. What a perfect play. Alright, this is awkward. It's not that bad. We'll just do this. Could have gotten the efficiency upgrade, gives us like a little bit more each time, but we've been busy. A lot of upgrades to go for. Alright, no mushroom for a bit, I imagine. Be cool if there was a little sound effect when it popped up or something, but just based on my previous experience with it, it's not. Always takes a little bit longer than you expect if you're thinking about it and looking for it actively. So just let it grow. You'll get another one, just not right away. Polka dots. Should be hitting the left wall here in a little bit. Till then, we're crunching polka dots. Oh, we're not. We are full. It's not a bad haul. Feeling pretty good about it. Yeah, just do a little left wiggle, a little right wiggle. You can get through with what you need. Making it happen. Do we think we just go for the 30 now? Be silly to spend 24 if our goal is just to leave the planet. If we're going for points, it's a different story, but we've only got 8 diamonds left or whatever, so don't feel too incentivized to push for that. Guess we'll get this efficiency upgrade real quick. Water efficiency. Improves the conversion to be more efficient for water. Cyclist conversion time. I always hate that. If it goes to like 3x, it's not great. So we'll go for this. And then go back over and set it up. So now we get 1 for 5. Pretty value. There's really nothing good for me to dig over this way, but gotta dig. Wow, we actually found the remaining 2 nodes at the top. Interesting. That's a good sound. We like to hear that. Nothing too interesting. Maybe a little stagnation for us would be good. Hit these guys at the top real quick since our wisp is in fact, or our spire is in fact limited. A little late to hit the bubbles, but should be okay with my laser strength. Nice, got them all. We like it. We love it. Just so I don't forget, I'm going to go ahead and do the safeguard of getting the auto repair. So we can use that cobalt, like I said, at the last second if we need it. And now from here on out, I think we're just going for 30. Not really going for the points this time around. Just trying to leave the planet with what we can. I spy polka dots. I'm following them. See some nice verticals. There's my mushroom. Might as well grab it while we're here. Don't think it improves drill speed in any capacity, so it's just movement speed and to some extent carry capacity because of movement speed, but we'll take what we can get. We can get some iron. We like iron. We need to move though. Even with this buff, we're gonna be slow getting out of here. Ooh, that one's going. See ya, bud. Repellent's up and kicking. How much does the last repellent upgrade cost for the delay wave? Curious. Probably too much, but never know. Delay 3. 10 and 3. It's a bit much, isn't it? Yeah, 0.4 to 0.5. It's nice, but I'd only do that if I planned on playing like 30 more rounds, and I don't. So, Go with what we have. And destroy everything. And that bird at the top is pretty problematic if we let him up for too long. So we'll just take care of that outright. Yeah, there's 2 upgrade paths for the Spire. One that deals with salvos of ranged attacks, and one that just deals with a bunch of little ones. Theoretically, we got the one that does the bunch of little ones, but you never can be sure. Nice. Nice efficient iron. If I was hitting this every 0.45, it'd actually be generating a lot of iron per water, for the water that I have. But 1, that inevitably means we're going to run out of water, and 2... I don't feel like going up to the base multiple trips when I can avoid it. Back to the dome. Is there anything else out here? I thought there was a little bit more, but it seems like we have tapped into most of it at this point. Nice clean dirt. Been a lot more vertical recently. I don't know if it's just how the maps have shaped up or something else, but... Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. Just chop into it, grab a couple, and then head up. Definitely not gonna be able to get all of it. Carry capacity upgrade actually feels okay, but I think it'd be 16, which is too much of what we already need for our escape. Did not realize this was not opened up just yet. It might take a little longer than we wanted it to. Yikes. Okay. No big deal. Just gotta go through red to gray to make our escape. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, sir. Let's move, move, move. Come on. We fought this hard to get this far. We shouldn't just lose to a random swarm while we're at the bottom of the ocean. Thank goodness I got that water upgrade. Even then, though, feels pretty bad. Yeah, I'm gonna get the health upgrade. It sucks, but, I mean, I've only got 2 cobalt left, and we want to get the most out of it, so... I've got a lot of iron coming, at the very least. And it's just my fault, in general. I spent way too much time down there. Oh my goodness, we got some of the cashews. I haven't seen cashews in a while. Cashew, cashew. Ooh. Those little dudes. Little bean buds. Friend that calls them KFC chicken nuggets. KFC even have chicken nuggets? I'm sure they do. Everybody's all about the tendy craze. It's trendy or whatever, but like, realistically, who's going to KFC for chicken nuggets? They've had, you know, a big old bucket of fried chicken for a long time. If I ever have a bucket of KFC right in front of me, you know, it's covered up, but you smell it. It smells good. And you open it up. Instead of like a big old chicken breast in there, you just have a pile of nuggets. Like, I'm doing a double take. Like, what the hell am I looking at? The biscuits go bad? Like, nah. That's not what it's about. KFC chicken nuggets. Who would? What kind of person does it take? Maybe one more node here? Yeah, I figured. It's down deep. It's gonna be a good one. So good, we can't even handle it. That's how good it is. Yeah, I'm curious which of the variants this will unlock once I get into space. I know it's one of them, but forget if I ever did know. That's not going to be a good idea. It's tempting, but we have to remember we're pretty far down. We don't have the cleanest path. We're gonna drop one more anyways. Slide it on the floor there. Plenty of time next time around, but we are slow for the moment. We have 1 HP. One good solid HP. That HP is working overtime. Alright, and besides, all we have up top are some KFC chicken nuggets. Who even cares? Little cashew action. I mean, they're basically just like little roaches. They're just digging underground when it's inconvenient for you and hiding. I mean, that's the end. If we just want to go from there. Could also get some points, but it's not going to be that many points, considering what we're looking at. Is that stupid? Maybe. We'll be fine. 1 cobalt, 1 health, that's all you need. Why are we going here exactly? We have a whole gold mine down there, and we're like, yeah, this is the route we want to go to get there. Through brick walls. That's usually the shortcut I took. When I was going to school, that was the shortcut I took. I just rammed every morning. I would get up. I'd say, there's a school bus there. You know, it'll take me right where I want to go. It's a good option. But I'd rather go right through this brick wall, face first. They rebuilt it every morning. They didn't understand why it kept breaking. Because nobody understands. The logic, it's questionable. It's uncertain. But we learned our life lessons. We found our own values. At the cost of our face. Alright, I can carry more, right? I can handle it. Let's dig a little deeper. Find a little more. Show them what you're made of. Never drop. Be stubborn. Okay, obviously we drop, right? Even though we're at the top. Alrighty, this will be our last haul. We'll get a few points. Not many, by the way. But we'll get a few points. And then we will head to the stars. I think it's just going to be the one upgrade here. No, we got a few. Looks like, anyways. So we'll do this. A couple of those. We'll finish this round, and then we'll go. Fly away after we get the points. Let's go. That's a quote from the Mario movie. Alright, we got a new kind of drill burt right here. Oh, that's my cobalt gone. Should be okay. What is this? I don't even... I've seen this guy so rarely, if at all, that I don't really have a good name for him. But he is a big old scorpion man. Just plops himself down on the couch and starts drilling. Oh my gosh, he's hurting a lot. He's nice and slow. We got plus 30 points for it. Doesn't really feel worth since we've done like 750 before, but you know, this is double value if you get the Leap Planet. So in theory, you get a good run, and you just know when to call it quits. Is the idea here? We're gonna call it quits early though. Wait, our cobalt's... I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh, Now we're running. Now we're scared. Wait, I can do this. So if I can do... This will only print one cobalt, though. So I can do conversion and get one cobalt, but I still need to find the other one. I'm more likely just to find one in the node, or two in the node. It's like... 2 is the average amount you'd get from a random cobalt node, which means we are hunting. I neglected to consider the cost of these combats, but we're realizing the cobalt is missing, and we've got to find it. Iron's not bad. Again, we can turn it into cobalt in a pinch. Not exactly what our game plan was, but you know, it'll work out. The water, sure. That's good too, I think. Yeah, move on out. Mushroom power. It's a me. Dome Keeper. Alrighty. Up and up we go. I guess we might as well start turning it into gold. We are actually potentially dying next turn, which is sad. That's how it be. Alright, so if we want one cobalt, we have to spend 12 iron for it, which then means we don't have enough iron. I feel like I'm in some kind of a weird loop where this is not going to work out the way I want it to. Instead of doing that, I'm going to go ahead and save my iron, ignore the fact that I just wasted some on that upgrade, and I'm going to get Debilitate 3. Strong Stagnation, 70%, 16 seconds, rendering me relatively immune to damage. Relatively, obviously I will take some damage, and we've got to be prepared for it. But we'll do our best. Oh, technically speaking, we don't have monsters yet. Might as well at least do something with this. Yeah, 1 to 5. Let's do that. Clearly there's something right here. There's like 20 cobalt just here. I forgot it in this one tiny corner. Yeesh. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm confident. Our friend. Our other friend. Yeah, this is where level 3 laser feels a lot different from level 2. Go ahead and start the slowing effect, since this will be kind of the bulk of incoming damage we have to worry about. I'm taking this guy down. But this Slinker. But the Slinker. Alright, that's a lot of health. It's not that bad when you have level 3, but when you don't, that's rough. Alright, I need to get 2 cobalt before the next round, or I will struggle. I can't believe I spent cobalt on an upgrade, for crying out loud. What a brilliant, brilliant man. I'm like, yeah, it'll give me a few more points. What a great idea. Well, sure, but have you considered the implications? Okay. Seems like we're at the edge of the world here, which means we're probably not going to find what we want in this particular part of it, but due diligence. And we can also hit our whatchamacallit that we didn't before. So we'll hit that, we'll bring this in. I'm tempted, but again, if I just find one cobalt node, I don't need any of that. So, let's just go. Would you believe it's right here, at the top of the world? We just missed it all along. Nah, I feel like I basically got all the stuff at the top end. At least from what I understand of the spawning patterns. And now here we are, digging in dirt. Trying to find one little red speck that will point the way to our future. I have 0 cobalt, and I'm about to go into a round that will do some damage to me, debilitate or not. This is sad. Little mishaps, guys. I just wanted some points. It's completely pointless that I've done this, but here we are. Anything I can do to help myself other than, you know, burn all my hard-earned iron? I don't think so. I think we suck it up and fight it out. That's not terrible, I guess. If I'm gonna spend 2 water, I might as well just, yeah, do one of these. I don't really think either of these is that great, but maybe I'm oblivious. Alright, let's prepare. Alright, no rocks, no rocks. Alright, he's not gonna throw it immediately. And the chicken nuggets, or the cashews, as they should actually be called, will be pretty slow at getting to me, because they'll burrow once or twice. So all in all, I should have the firepower to prevent most of this damage. And the debilitate certainly helps that! Oh my god, I'm gonna die to a cashew! Did he die? He didn't die. I'm dead. I'm actually... I'm so bad. All I had to do was walk away, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get some more points. That's good. Well, what's how these points treating me? It's 2 a.m. I gotta get some sleep. That run was like 50 minutes. It was a decent one. Another 50 minutes, and I'll be waking up late. And yet here we are. We're just gonna rush the countdown. We're just gonna try to get no points, no nothing, just get off the planet. 30, 0, 2. That's all we need. Let's go. We can handle it. Video doesn't stop until we leave the planet. Stop. I can't believe how much time I wasted off of one silly mistake. Feels like I'm playing, oh, gotta get our upgrade real quick. Feels like I'm playing The Last of Us Hardcore. Just work at it, work at it. Hours later. What do you have to say for yourself? Shouldn't have spent that cobalt, that's what you say. Parallels life in some ways. I don't know how, but I'm sure it does. I mean, guys, it only took 2 cobalt. It's not like it takes like 8, and it's like, oh, I didn't save enough. It's just almost, you get 2 cobalt at the beginning of the game. Feels bad. I got a enemy wave coming in, so I can't stick around for this, but I also want it. Whatever. We're gonna get sloppy, aren't we? We're gonna get tilted. We gotta reset. Otherwise Craig's gonna take us to town. Alright, we got enough for what we need. We're happy with that. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Actually, it might be too much even for upgraded carry capacity. Nope, got a light spawn, so that's not a big deal. We'll just head on up as we make our way through. Find ourselves a little bit too much good luck, as we now will slowly pull our way to the surface, one single pixel at a time. He could go all the way. We're thinking a little jetpack speed. A human would go for hostile proximity meter now, but I could see how much time it takes to fill up my tank, and use that as my barometer for how much time I have left. Which is, you know, about 30 seconds, if I could estimate in actual time, which I can't. Yep, there we go. That's what I figured. I wouldn't have time for the last one, but not a big deal. Because we're here. We're facing down a little Black Friday shopper who came in early for some holiday specials. Banging his head on the glass saying, "You got any more in the back?" Fiends, I tell you. Alright, I'll get your proximity meter. Now you can also be aware of the madness going on. Did I hit my or my repellent? I actually don't remember doing so, which is interesting. Because the meter's showing I clearly did. I suppose it did. Like I said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. But we're still here, keeping the dome. Why? Oh, it's kind of fun. Gadget. Oopsie daisy. It's time for the meter. Alright, so what's this look like? What's this looking like? It's not that bad. 8, and I could save this water for something more useful instead of going for the update. It's only if we're in excess of water that we go for that, but we actually might not have that much. Alright, iron, iron, iron. Let's look for some iron. Next time. Hey, buddy, 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 buddy. Yeah, we're opening soon. You're a little early. No, we start at 5 a.m. today. If you didn't work in retail, you don't know what I'm saying. If you did work in retail, you absolutely know what I'm saying. Without a question. Because it's universally all the same. There are some crazy people out there. And they think they're entitled to a lot of things. And to be fair, it's not even their fault. They're told that they're entitled to a lot of things. Where did the customer is always right come from? Because that's some bullshit. Do I need this? I forget if I actually wanted something out of this. I don't imagine so. 8's not bad. You'll take the drill. I don't think we're drilling through that tough of material right now, but soon will be. I don't know why I went back down. I really don't have time for it. Bop, bop. Run! It's not that bad. For 4 iron. that I would have gotten later anyways. It's all fine. Let's get ourselves, you know, spend a little luxury on ourselves, get ourselves a health bar. And now we can get that update since I have plenty of water. Anything else? 3 for 2. Guess I could have gotten one of these instead of the health bar. Or I could get the cobalt meter. And we'll know for sure. I don't have water. I just spent it on a useless upgrade instead. Get a water meter, and that way I can find the water. And that way I can get the water for the cobalt, and then, I don't know, feels very cyclical. Like I said, at the very first run, is that the scanner feels pretty good, but it makes you feel like you need to get all of the upgrades, not just 1 or 2. Because if you just get 1 or 2, you're going to miss a lot of stuff. Some iron up there, it looks like. Just a little blip on the radar for just a fraction of a second. But we saw it. We saw it. We don't know where it is because we're dumb. But we saw it. Yeah, I have to remember it's 8 tiles, which is actually a huge range. Fishing for some iron, fishing for some water. We have to go down a bit to find it. Ooh, we found it. Where to, though? The left? Where to? Yeah, the delay is kind of... No, I think I updated it from the delay. I actually don't think it's helped me that much right now. Maybe my brain's turning off and I'm not actually think it's right, but it took me a while to get that. 1 iron, yes! Exactly what we needed. With this iron, I shall rule the planet. The world shall be filled with domes, very much the same. There is nothing that they can do about it. Yikes, 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 yikes. Craig, chill. I should have gotten the speed upgrade. It's all good. Yeah, I definitely should have gotten a laser upgrade there. Oh well. Yeah, I can tell this run might not be as successful as you want it to be. Sometimes the late night gaming is not always your best option. Well, we got what we came for. You like jazz? I think everybody kind of likes jazz. Most people aren't too crazy about it, but I don't think anybody like hates jazz. It's pretty chill. No cobalt. Slow laser. Slow laser. When I could just do 6 and have some more for when we get water. If I could do 8 plus 6, I would, but I can't do that. That said, I kind of need the health upgrade. So how? Let's just do the laser upgrade. I'm sure it'll work out. It's tough because I know for the most part there's nothing in these corridors because my scanner takes the like little dopium-fueled exploration aspect of discovering something just next door. but you can't help but admit it is helpful. Booble. And a few more over here. That should do it. Spread the love. And head on down. Alright, let's use this meter. Remember, it's 8 tiles. So it's a good amount of distance that we're covering here. We see something. We see 2 somethings. Gonna assume it's either to the right or left here. I think it's to the left. That really is quite a lot to carry. Got ourselves a tree. It's gonna take a while for it to give any value, but we can go ahead and drop it here. And see if it'll sprout something for us. That's 7. That's exactly what we need to up our carry capacity if that's the route we want to go. And considering how much we just found, I would say that's probably the route we want to go. You're only going to need more as time goes by. More carry capacity, more jetpack, more drill. Just kind of continues to weigh on you. Continues to build expectations. It's a good system, but just makes it feel a little harder each layer you go down. So we're still on level 0 speed on the laser, which feels pretty bad. There's a chance there's like cobalt in here, because I don't have that meter yet, but like I said, we're pretty convinced that it's just nothing much. Ooh. Chasing down these little guys is probably the most annoying bit, but once you catch them, they get hurt. Zero, 0, 0 means we need to get some stuff pretty quick here. Water pretty close. So just straight down it is. Straight down on the side. Just one though. Not much you can do with one. Little delay here. Little whatever there. Nothing big. We did find some cobalt to bring up. I was hoping to find just a little bit more to make this haul worthwhile. So we didn't really have enough time to come back down, but we weren't really ready to come back all the way up yet. Alright, that's a laser speed. Could have gotten the debilitate, I suppose. But laser speed's pretty important. Here we go. Double slinger. We like to see that. It means that there's very little opposing us. Like, that's nothing. 2 dots from a wisp will take that all day. What a nice wave. That's why I was talking about combat rating. It's like they budget a lot of value into the slingers and the bubbles. And the bubbles can be decently dangerous. They definitely can chunk your health pool if they have something like blocking them or you're just not really ready for them. The slingers rarely will get that much damage on you if you're playing it smart. But I saw something real quick. Let's try... Yeah, I was hoping it was to be the right, because that's easier, but left is fine too. And we're right here. Yeah, sometimes I'm really good at reading this thing, and sometimes I'm pretty abysmal. Just gotta get used to it. We need some gadgets, that's what I'm thinking. We need to go to Gadget Zan, get ourselves something to take care of this stuff, because I'm not feeling it right now. That said, there is a very difficult to mine node right there. If we can get into it, it'll be pretty nice. Might put us pretty close to our goal of 30, to be honest. Well, the trick is being able to drill it in the first place. We're still not ready for, I would say. We can, we'll just literally spend a full cycle chopping at like 6 or so blocks. I don't know. Oh wait, we have the ability to upgrade, or to heal now. We will if we need to. Let's pop out and grab it. Or put on the auto heal, which I probably will do, now that I have 3 water. Alright, we'll take 1 rock, just to make sure it's nice and clean. It does hurt quite a bit, but we won't take 2, and that's what's important. I probably should have taken. I forgot that I have laser speed 2, so I probably should have just taken the rocket. Or sorry, I should have turned and hit the rock. I see. I need the 5er. Okay, we'll need the 5er, or we'll just do some really bad repairs for next one. But you know, we know where some iron is. We just know it's going to take a while to get through. There's a gadget in the brown layer I want to try to find. Just want to look around a little bit here. We can do kind of wider circles because we're not looking for a single 1x1 block. 2x2 is a bit easier to come by. And there you have it. Yeah, so I need to get the health upgrade, get the auto repair, and then get the cobalt scanner. And that should cover most of our bases for a while. Ooh, hoo, hoo, we needed that. Lift it is. Good golly. Very happy to see that. Alrighty. Yep, just gonna go for it. Actually no, sorry, I'm not gonna go for it. I'm gonna heal 1. I could literally get killed by 1 rock, I think. So it would be very stupid not at least put 1 repair in. Speaking of rocks, not that one. And we hold the button down, we're good. Alright. Still don't regret making that spend, as it's a good precautionary measure. Alright, let's put this lift to work. We know where some iron is. We know it's a little deep for our taste, but we know where it is. Just gotta get down to the red, right? No big deal. Not the most efficient shortcut here, but we get there. Oh my god. pink brick that we're not ready for at all. Feels good. Feels like a good use of our time. There we go. Put it on there. I was talking about a few other upgrades, but it feels like drill is kind of imperative too. Come on, almost there. Yeah. Oh, one iron. Exactly what we were looking for. Feels good. Feels good. We're late for the party up top. Shouldn't have gone for the last one. Just underestimated a little bit. And here we are. Burning every bit of cobalt we have. Don't even have 5 for it. Yeah. I want to say I can handle this as is, but I'm not confident that's a true statement, especially with my laser on the right. Oh, that's a big rock too. Okay, we're late. We're repairing. Sorry to stress everybody out, but we're repairing. Go for one rock, which means we get eaten by bubbles, which is great. Not what we want at all. Because I can't get the water auto repair until I get the 5 iron, and I brought 4 iron up. Incredible. Yeah, it just feels like we're a little too deep. I'm going to dig to the right instead. Just digging into that hard pink iron is just not valuable in terms of time. Because the nodes themselves aren't... Each brick isn't as dense. Each tile isn't as dense. It's just there's more adjacent tiles. That's it. It's the best I can tell anyways. So we'll get a couple upgrades and we'll head back down after. Not be stubborn about it. Not be too stubborn about it anyways. Alright, so yeah, 12 drill is big, but we gotta get the 5 health, right? That will give us the 1 water, which would give us a couple of things. I was thinking this orb speed would be pretty reasonable though. Since we can't afford that, yeah, we'll just leave it as is. See what we can get next time around. Oh wait, we can just get these 3. Yeah, we need this drill power or we're not going anywhere. That said, we don't have enough time to go back to the bottom anyways, so it's kind of a waste to sit here waiting for it to come back up. Alrighty. We'll be alright. We'll make it through. I mean, it just goes to show sometimes just dig to the side. Don't worry about it so much. Going to the bottom. Race to the bottom is not gonna help you win the game. Get what you can out of the layers that you can. If it's efficient to like 2-tap anything down there, sure. But if you're hammering away 20 hits on a pink rock, like, rethink your choices. Pretty tanky boys here, but we should be able to handle it. Interesting sound effects popping them too. They seem kind of mad about it. Alright, we did get the upgraded drill, so it's slightly more reasonable. I think we can still scout out to the right a little bit, just do one straight line to the right, see if we find anything. I see water. I haven't been watching this meter nearly as much, but... found a couple things. Oh my gosh. That's worth an iron if we can find it, which we can, because we see it magically. Now, I will note that this is not really how we find resources. This whole, like, see choices far thing. It's not that impactful, but it'll help me pinpoint. It's definitely worth 2 iron. It'll help me pinpoint when I'm really close to it. I'm just gonna be a little bit more observant. And it's like you don't know the layout of all the iron, all the nodes, even if you have seen, even if you've detected it, even if you picked it up on your sensors, like you don't know the full geometry of it. You just know at least one node is there. It's binary proximity, not like, you know, a arrow pointing the direction. Also, just looks cool. Pretty satisfying just to see all the things in the walls. Get rid of all that black rock. Gotta go up though. No dilly dallies. You want any of this? A couple of cobalt, please? Yes, please. So with this, maybe I don't even bother getting the cobalt upgrade now that I got my satellite. Satellite's better than a gadget. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm reluctant to spend almost any more of my iron. I really just want to rush 30 and go to sleep. So I think I might just hold with what I have. Yeah, should be okay. Not great, but yeah, I could see myself wanting to at least get some debilitate action. 8 seconds of 50% is like a huge value for the resources spent. So we'll go with that, even if it applies just to next turn. One warlock, couple slingers. Alright, try and get the warlock down quick, but it might take longer than I expect. Alright, no more damage coming in. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And we do have that auto repair on. I'll double check next time, but I do believe we have that auto repair on, so we don't have to worry about every bit of it so much. Yeah, we have enough cobalt to get by, and oh, there's one piece from the tree. Not that one iron's gonna really do it for me, but it's here. Oh, I see a little bit of action. Where at? Down here? No, that can't be. Must be to the right, yeah. Man, this thing sees so far that it's a little disorienting sometimes. It's like, I expect it to only be showing close notes, but 8 is like such an absurd range. Beautiful though. We're really happy to see that. It'll put us well on our way to walking out of here. Cool. Alright. Well, I guess I better grab some of it because we're heading up. Just a little further. Just a little further. It's all fine. We're fine with a giant Hulk being right on top of us. Well, I'm glad I did get that water because we needed it. Yeah, not sure what else to say. Taking some hits here. Guess I can improve the debilitate again. That's probably the play. Stagnation. Otherwise I'm just toast. I'm gonna have to let the bird fly for a bit to get this Hulk down. Looks like we are burning a second cobalt either way. Close to it anyways. Oops. Messing around. Take a free hit. Alright. We have one more free cobalt. The rest will cost us a bit if we try to go for it. Yeah, even with the 2, even with the cool satellite dish, the amount that we get to see with our 8 range meter is absurd. Alright, we're finally strong enough to handle this at a decent pace. Not the best pace, mind you, but decent. Let's make the most of it. It's still brick, after all. And it's pretty deep, but it's worth going for, I think. And at least take it off our meter, so that we can focus on other things. I think we go for the 10 health bar. It's a tough call, because obviously we want to get out of here with 30, but 10 health bar makes a big difference. Means that our cobalt is used more efficiently, and gives us the health that we need to survive, so probably do it. So we even have that much. Alright, what do we have? Water nearby, it looks like. Might have passed it. Oh, it is to the right. Okay. Not that that's all that valuable for us, but it's there. Yeah, we need to get a jetpack upgrade. It's taking so long. Travel up and down, up and down. All day. I think it might be more efficient to go for the 2-2 lift upgrade, though. Alright. That's not great. Yeah, 8 compared to just 2 and 2. We'll go for the 2-2. Lift boost, and that's about it for now. Can we... Is it possible we won't be able to get by with the amount of firepower we currently are running? So we're about to lose our other cobalt. Rough. Yeah, I'm feeling like jetpack is still necessary even with the lift upgrade. Lift upgrade's solid, but we're so slow. So this 3-2-2 I think is like what we need for our goal. Military-wise, I think we need this health too. To get 10 more iron might be too difficult, we'll see. I think it depends on how well we use our time down here. Yeah, looks like we have 10 just in the main line. Just need to carry it up. Still doesn't mean we're ready, considering the cobalt that we're lacking. Alright, I'm not going to be digging down, down, down. I'm going to go left and right. Green seems like at a decent level we can handle for the most part. Not through the harder stuff, but we can dodge that well enough. Any polka dots? There's some polka dots. Water nearby. Again, not my favorite resource right now, but here we are. Pretty efficient when it comes to just getting more orbs in the lift, if that's what we want, but we're going here for iron. And we're heading up. What does it take to survive on an alien world? A lot more than I've got going right now, isn't it? Double bird, or double screech, is what I would call them. This little slinger action, nice and easy. And I think that, yeah, should be basically everything already. Unveiling itself, no big deal. Debilitate OP. And that 9-second stun is going to be pretty cool, though. And the fact that you can kind of stagger it out, where you do like a 3-second stun, then you know, fight a little bit, fight a couple seconds, do another 3-second stun. Like you can stretch it out pretty well and time it for when it's most important. Obviously, it requires more presence of mind, but it's pretty cool. So I was gonna get out of this color a little bit. See what we can see over here, but we can only really see water, and now we're kind of heading to the end. Anything up here? Apparently we left a little behind. My bad, my bad. Alright, we're going for the 30 and the 2. I'm just rushing that out. We might not have it in us. We might need to get one more cobalt, but that'll be okay. We got the option of getting a cobalt scanner if we need it, and it should see pretty far. A little more iron, as long as we don't get too greedy on it. Now we should be fine because we have the lift speed too. I'm gonna leave it at that though. And head on up. Yeah, we're in brown. We have some lift speed. We're gonna do alright. My fire one ready. Yeah. 24 is too steep. Let's just go. That should be all of them too, based on how hard these enemies are. Shooting right between the eyes. If this isn't a video to fall asleep to, I don't know what is. Because I am about to fall asleep myself. Guess I could have waited on that. It's okay. Does that make it harder? Just the roots themselves makes it harder to dig. Interesting. Increases the structural integrity. Gonna use that strat when we get PvP Dome Keeper. Block somebody's resource nodes with roots. They'll get all locked up. Almost there. A little bit more iron. We'll be home free. Ooh. A gadget. And a cobalt. That's what we need. This guarantees it. Just even 2 means that we'll have enough health-wise. Because there was a chance that I was going to burn out my remaining health and not be able to sail away. But we got our extra little bit of cobalt, and we're making it happen. Thought I could carry a bit more. I was wrong. But we're going. We're going. Cobalt or no cobalt, we're getting there. And both these at level 0 feel really bad at this stage. I'm just going to shred it. Wow. It looks pretty intimidating. I know we can handle it, but it's a bit much. Double checking we have the water upgrade. We do. 5 iron and we are done. This is our last fight. We can handle it. Man, it ramped up in difficulty. Look at all these guys. The drill guy. Got the bird in the sky. Flying fortress or whatever. We're burning a couple cobalt here. Oh, I keep on thinking when he crashes down that he's dead, and he is most certainly not. He is about to kill me. It's the opposite. Might eat a rock here, but I think we'll be okay. Just depends on the trajectory. We got it. Alright, we survived. 1 cobalt to spare. 5 iron and we leave. Countdown has finished. We apparently... Is this 28 waves? Or is the countdown start at 20? I don't know. I'm wondering how many iron I just passed. I think this is enough. And just call it a night. 40 minutes later. We get the job done. Alright, spray some repellent. Just to upset the natives. We head on out of here. See you. We didn't bring home anything, by the way. Your final score is 400. And unlock a new element. Miner. New game mode variant. Concentrate on the most efficient mining in a world without monsters for 20 cycles. I don't hate it. I don't think it's the kind of mode that I'd want to min-max, but if it's what it takes for me to keep unlocking others, I could definitely play through that. I feel like I'd be pretty good at it, just in general. Maybe we can check it out next time. Next time we prestige. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah. At the very least, if we're trying to unlock Endless, then I think this is going to be the way to go. Because how do you lose, you know? It's just going to be some value, no matter what. Alright, well, I'm definitely not going to be able to hit that up tonight, as it is now almost 3 o'clock in the morning. We're going to get some sleep, and I hope you do as well. Thanks for tuning in to a little late night Dome Keeper. Have a good night.